Hi everybody. I just learned this cool trick to pack my clothes. This is a shirt and this is called a military roll. Girl, I'm finna do everything. Like I packed last night. I'm going to DC to visit my friend who has a birthday on the 23rd. My birthday's on the 26th. It's January, if I didn't say that already. Now, how am I supposed to military roll pants? I think this only works with shirts. Packed last night for this trip, and girl, my suitcase is busting at the seams, busting up. And so I need to figure this out. I looked up space-saving ways to pack, and girl, it's the way that like YouTube popped up with the gems. Somebody said do the military roll, also known as the, what did he say? The Ranger roll or something like that. You have to lay your shirt out. You have to fold the bottom of your shirt up about a half an inch. And then you want to bring in the sleeves. I be wanting to cut off my sleeves when I have to pack. I just want to cut off the sleeves of the sweaters and all the big things. And then what you do is you fold one half inwards and the other half inwards. I don't know if you can even really see this, but you just fold it that way, all the way across. And then you turn it around and you just roll. And you roll it tight. This is saving me so much space. Like, I did not think I was gonna be able to pack everything that I wanted to pack until I found out about this dang on military roll, child. And then what you do is you just, like, there's a little cuff over here. So then you just like cuff the whole thing like a little burrito. If you were actually physically doing this, it would make sense to you. I'm a little afraid of this, like, stretching my sweater out, you know what I mean? This one didn't work that well. They lie. They lying. They lying to people. Talking about you can do the military roll on sweaters. No, you can't. Well, that's good enough. Actually, it kind of worked. Look at that. Previously, it took up about this much space, and now it's taking up this much space. So this is all organized. I'm just gonna roll everything up, child.
One side, and then the other side. That side in. And then, again, you start rolling. There we go. There is the army roll for the down jacket here.
Wow. I'm here like an hour and a half before my flight, which is nice. I'm making good time. Also, there's like a new situation. Down there was a screen, and even up here, there's screens that show you how long the security lines are. And so right now, the security line wait is just 5. Okay, this flight, I was remembering as I was editing. I was sat way in the back. Like always get the cheapest flights, and you can't really even choose your seats. Pretty much, I think you are able to choose your seats, but they are not the premium seats, obviously. So I chose a seat way in the back. Checked my bag, I think. I didn't have to put anything in the overhead compartment or anything like that. But I did put my jacket, because I had this big puffy jacket. Put my jacket up there, and then I sat down, buckled up. But as soon as I was walking back, like before this even happened, as I was walking towards the back, there was like 2 flight attendants stationed in the back, and they were just getting things prepared. And they both made eye contact with me. One was gay. One was definitely gay. One was definitely gay. And the other one was just like an older lady. She said she had been like working there. Later on, I found out that she was working there for like 30 something years, and she was like in the military. She was like a flight attendant for the military or something. I don't know. Why am I doing this right now? She immediately commented on my jacket, and she was like, "Oh my God, it's so fluffy and nice." Because we were coming from Arizona. It's weird when you're traveling from a place that's hot to cold, because people look at you wild for like carrying around a big old jacket. But she was like, "Oh my God, your jacket's so fluffy." Like, "Oh my God." And she like made a comment about it, whatever. I sat down, and the other guy who was gay like was smiling at me and stuff. Not in a flirtatious way, just a friendly way. And then as I was sitting down, two other people come to sit down in the window seat and in the middle seat on my row. They sit down, and I'm fine with that. But it's called. I would rather have. If it was up to me, I'd be flying first class because there's less people up there and there's bigger seats. And so I'm always banking on choosing a back seat that nobody wants to choose, and like having a middle seat open so that I can put my book bag underneath the middle seat, because otherwise my legs are long. I'm about 6 foot, you know what I mean? I can't have my feet on what typically is a 5 hour flight just like tucked in. Like I need to be able to like stretch my legs out. This is why I choose an aisle seat so I can get up and walk around, whatever. But they sat down, and so I was like, oh shoot, now I have to like, it could be a little cramped. And the lady who touched my jacket or saw my jacket, she saw me like get a little uncomfortable, and she's like, oh my god, let me look for an aisle seat for you. I didn't even have to say nothing, girl. She was just like, let me look for an aisle seat. My lips are chapped, whatever. Now I have to get chapstick. She was like, let me get an aisle seat for you, or a exit row seat. And so she got me an exit row seat, and she like let me go to the exit row, which was kind of even more like it was kind of like still a little annoying because, hold on. Girl, stay right there. Exit row seats are kind of annoying because you don't have a seat in front of you to put your stuff under, like your book bag or whatever. And I had my book bag back there. Anyway, I had to go get my jacket from the overhead compartment, because I just walked up to the exit row seat and I was like, oh wait, can I look at my bags and stuff? Came back with my stuff, and the lady was like obsessed with my jacket to the point where it started to get uncomfortable. Like she was rubbing it like kind of sensually. Like at first I was like, oh, okay, she really likes this jacket. But then she kept rubbing it. I was like, enough. I have to turn my jacket inside out before I put it in the overhead compartment, because it's like brand new jacket. It's furry and it's cream colored. It's not around here, but it was expensive as well. And it's like, I don't want it to get dirty. So I turned it inside out, but I turned it back I turned it back when I went to go sit down. I don't know why, and then she started touching it, and I was like, oh, now she's touching it, and it's also sensual, and I'm like, what is she doing? And then like a little later, she comes back because the exit row seats there's a little pull-out seat from the wall opposite of you in the exit row, whatever, and that's where flight attendants sit down sometimes for takeoff, and there's a little seatbelt, and so she sat down right there. And now I felt like kind of indebted to her in terms of conversation. But then I also was like thinking about this person that I heard speaking previous to this experience, where they were like, we live so like parallel to each other. We don't live perpendicularly anymore. We don't converse anymore. We don't like talk, and you know what I mean? And so I was like, okay, let's interact with this person let's stop being so in our hands and try to live some solitary life. Let's try to like talk to this woman. And as we were taking off, she was just talking to me, and she said something that I couldn't quite hear, but I heard it enough. You know what I mean? She's like, oh, I typically, cause she kept trying to like converse with me, and I was like trying to feel it out. But she was like, I always like spot people that I try to like, try to be friends with during the flight. And before she even sat down in that little chair that pulls out, she was telling the gay flight attendant, I don't know why I was about to do this, gay flight attendant, the gay flight attendant who, she was like, oh, I'm going to sit over here and try to make a friend. And it felt very like, it was a little, I was like, a friend? What do you mean by that? It was just the vibe she was giving off were very sensual, and I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? It made me uncomfortable. It really did make me uncomfortable. But I couldn't really adequately like read the situation or her situation. But then she told me, she was like, oh, I always give the exit seats to the most attractive people. What, girl? And that's when I like fell silent. You know how when you just get like, people just cross a boundary so hard that you just be stunned and you freeze and you like don't even know how to react, and you're just like, what do you do? Especially when you're about to take off on a flight. You know what I mean? What do you do? I don't know. I remember just being uncomfortable by that situation and being like, that's an odd thing. And I feel like all this stuff has been like so normalized. Oh my gosh, so normalized. It's happened in my life so many times where people just make me uncomfortable and I don't know how to even speak out against it. Ugh, because this person is, for the duration of this flight, is going to be on this flight with me. They're going to be handling my food and drinks. Girl, anyway, I sat in the exit row seat and I just like I pulled out my book immediately. I was reading The Alchemist and I still have like 10 pages left, 20 pages left. But I was reading that thing and I just read the whole thing. I was just like, I'm just going to focus on this book. But yeah, I just wanted to include that experience in here because I didn't want to forget it. I feel like I oftentimes just like forget it and normalize it as a thing that's happening in my life. And I want to figure out ways to safeguard myself. I think this one, my defense mechanism was to just ignore it and pretend it didn't happen until this very moment when I'm editing. And I was like, oh, yeah, that did happen. Anyway, bye. So, of course, I make it to DC, and I'm here in this very fun airport that is under construction. There's just like fake white walls everywhere. But I did the dumbest thing and left my keys somewhere. My keys, my car keys, my house keys, and my AirPods I just randomly attached to it a day ago. And so those things are just missing. And I went to some security person and they told me to come to American because somebody will be here to talk to me. But there's not one person here at all. So I'm gonna keep on going. Hopefully I'll get my keys and all my stuff back. I don't know where I had it last. I just know it makes a lot of noise. And so I would have heard it drop. So I must have placed it somewhere and then just left it. It could be still in Phoenix. If it's lost, it's okay because it's all replaceable. Hi. So I may have left my keys on the plane that I was just on. And I'm wondering, like, what can I do?
Oh, you just got here?
Yeah.
What gate?
We arrived at gate 40.
You know, there's
Coming from
you
Phoenix.
go to the baggage claim.
That's where I was just at, and they told me to come here. I left something on the plane that I was just on. So it's my keys.
Your keys.
Yeah, my car keys, my house keys, and my headphones are attached to it.
Which gate? Do you know which gate or flight you came?
I think it was gate 40 that we arrived in. It was from Phoenix. When you said?
Yes.
Like maybe 20 minutes ago? 25
minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just got off the flight.
Yeah. So I'm leaving the airport without my keys and my AirPods, but I did get me a little 3-day unlimited pass for the metro, which is always an easy option. I always look for the unlimited passes because those are so much more worth it than buying single ride tickets, unless you have a plan and you know exactly where you're going to go. But if you are just entering a new city and you don't have a plan, girl, you might as well get an unlimited pass that allows you to ride, you know, as many times as you need to get to where you need to. So that's what I did. Anyway, I'm waiting for my train on the yellow line. I'm so hungry. That little ginger ale ain't do nothing for me. American Airlines. I remember as I was complaining about being hungry, somebody came up to me and it was like it was a black man who probably was like 30, like late 30s. They were just pointing to a piece of paper that they had in their hand and it had like a long paragraph on it. It wasn't that long. It really wasn't that long. I could have stopped and read it, but I was also so paranoid about COVID and they had just come straight up to me, just like pointing at this thing. And I was just like, please, God. I was like, no. Everything before they even started trying to get me to look at anything, I was just like, no. And I like kind of jumped back because it was so sudden. I just turned around and somebody was like coming up to me. And then I watched as he went over to another group of people, and he did the same thing to that group as well. And one of the women in that group like actually screamed. She was like, ah, because he had tapped her shoulder. I'm hearing all these things about how people are getting pushed onto train tracks, and so it's like scary. I realized that he was signing to communicate, and so I immediately felt so bad. I felt so bad because I was like, oh my God, I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. And then I realized, like, one of the people in that group that he had tapped on the shoulder gave him like some money or something, and then he kept going, and the train was about to arrive. But then I realized that I had a little fig bar I had 2 fig bars or something in my book bag, and I was hungry, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna eat these fig bars. I forgot, oh my God. And then I picked out the fig bars, and then another person came up to me, and this time it was a white woman, and she also was signing, and she had a similar piece of paper, and she was like pointing to it. And so I just read it, and it was like anything helps, like I'm hungry, like food, money, whatever. And so I gave her one of my fig bars, and then I felt so bad because I was like, I made this other man feel so bad for just like coming up to me. And so I realized that they were together, and so I was like, hopefully they'll share that fig bar. Yeah, I think I felt so bad for making that man feel like he was being like a menace to me. He was just like needing some food, you know what I mean? I just think this world is so cold and hard. Anyway, I just remember that as a part of this moment of waiting for my train to go to my hotel where I was going to have food and shelter. Me kind of like making this man feel bad for, doing what he did because he doesn't have food or shelter. Anyway, so many shades of life out there, and people are just going through it. So help out any way you can. Make people feel like human beings.
When using escalators, hold the handrail. Hold small children by the hand. Keep hands, feet, and clothing away from the different lanes on the escalator. Thank you.
Y'all, I chose the cheaper route to get to this hotel, and so I walked 9 minutes. Like, I chose to walk 9 minutes instead of just taking the lift. It told me to go take the yellow line, girl, take it to a certain station, and then call a lift. But then I was like, no, I can take the red line and just go, and then also walk 9 minutes, and I'll get there for free with my unlimited pass that I purchased for $28. But now it got me going up a hill with all this luggage, and this is exactly how I feel. Just like that man. Also, I've been walking by all these restaurants, and none of them are open, and it's restaurant week in Washington, D.C., so that's cute. But none of them are open. I went into this cute old Mexican restaurant, and it was so cute on the inside, and I wanted to just sit down and eat a burrito humbly. And then a little waiter came out the back, and he was like, yeah, we're closed. He was like, I'm gonna need for you to clock out real quick. Anyway, it's starting to rain, of course. I'm just gonna get to my hotel and just like sprawl out and either eat or go to bed because I'm tired. Finally got some food. I went to this place. It's like a kebab place, and they make pizza, but they sell a chicken cheese sandwich. Girl, I don't know what's going on, but I definitely got this and some fries. It's giving toaster. It's giving they filmed it on a toaster. I just want to, and also not him. Get him out of here. No, y'all didn't tell me he was going to be here. I don't know, I'm feeling anxious. I think I feel a little bit out of whack because I lost my keys and everything. And I feel like I'm trying to center myself and my emotions and my energy to kind of just like maintain my peace of mind. Because I'm like in DC, I'm usually like, this is a exciting thing for me to like be in a hotel and be in a new city and walk around. And I'm But I think what it feels like all in all is that I'm like um suppressing the kind of anxiety that losing my keys brought me. Like, cause I'm hoping that like I know for sure that I'm going to find them back. Like I'm going to get them back. Like the universe is just going to help me get it back. Um, they're probably still in Phoenix. Like they're probably like in Phoenix somewhere. Um, but I also know that like if I don't find them, I'm not going to be able to get into my apartment complex. Like, I can't even get into it. Like, how am I going to get back? But that's, I'm going to get there. Thank God I have neighbors who are friends, and so I can at least call them to get into the building. And then I'm going to have to figure out, like, how do I get into my apartment? It's locked up. So, there's that. But then also, I don't know. I'm just hoping everything works out. I'm going to eat this chicken sandwich and go to bed, I guess. I don't know. It's like 10 o'clock here, but it's 7 o'clock where I'm from. So it's like, okay. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Bro, I had to come back real quick. First of all, that sandwich, it didn't last long enough. I needed it to last for like at least 15 more minutes. Second of all, these fries right here, whenever fries look like this, why do they bust so hard? Why do they taste so good? The flavors are melting on my what? Tongue. Last night, I got food and I had to walk in the rain, by the way. It started raining midway through walking to the kebab place, which sold also pizza. It was just a weird experience overall, but I got some food and I ate, and that was the best sandwich that I've had in my entire life. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Stop lying. But it was tasty enough. I don't know if you can really see me because I'm backlit, but I slept really well. It's 11 o'clock, which is really 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, 8 o'clock over where I'm from, which is about what time I usually like get my day started. Because I was laying in the bed just now and I was like, I don't feel like doing anything. And I've been really good at just listening to my body and just treating myself with ease or trying to just like pump more ease into my life. And so if I don't want to get out of bed, girl, you don't have to get out of bed, you know what I mean? Because I know that I will always get out of bed at around 8 o'clock and I'll get this burst of energy that I'm like, okay, I'm ready to start my day. But I'm not going to rush that process. I want to wake up with the sun and be easeful. Is that a word? Who knows? Anyway, today I am going to go get COVID tested because I'm going to go meet up with some friends tomorrow. And I want to make sure I have like my COVID test in line. And I'm going to be COVID tested throughout this trip. I'm staying for like 8 days and I'm headed up to New York. But I'm going to do that. So I have to catch the train and all that stuff. And then I need to find birthday presents for my friend whose birthday is in 2 days. So I'm going to go to like Marshall's or something. I don't know. Where do you go buy birthday presents? Like, I also have to think about what she likes and what she needs and wants. Which is hard because we haven't talked much. But anyway, this hotel room is really nice. To switch subjects very abruptly, it's giving George Washington, and I don't like that. It's giving Thomas Jefferson up on the wall right there, but it's very much that's not cute to me. Like I don't want to be sleeping in no room with white colonizers staring at me all night. What in the world? But but in general, for the price, everything is pretty nice. It's like well decorated. It doesn't smell bad. There was like a mysterious stain on the sheets, but I don't even think that. I think I did that by an accident because I ate a samosa last night, and then I came over here and I think my computer had like a stain, like some samosa juice on it, and so I think it got onto these white things, these white sheets. The Wi-Fi is like okay. I wish like if I had a hotel, I would make the Wi-Fi so fast. You know what I mean? But the Wi-Fi is like okay. I know like with hotels there's so many people, and so everybody's like stressing out the bandwidth of the internet service. I'm gonna see what the day kind of has in store for me. What I want to do first, though, before I do anything, is organize this space so that it just works for me. I want to like put out my chargers and like put out my outfit for tomorrow so I don't have to dig through my suitcase and like make a mess of things. I don't like messy hotel rooms. It just is stressful on a whole other level. And then after that, hopefully I'll have time to work out. I'm going to work out here and then like in this room. And then I'm going to go to the COVID test. And then from there, hopefully find a birthday present for my friend. And then I gotta find food. Ugh. Anyway, I'm in DC. Yay. So beautiful outside, right? There's no snow on the ground. Do y'all see that? Not one bit of snow. And it's not even that cold. I thought it was gonna be so cold. So I bought this huge jacket with me that's right there on the ground. And girl, the girls are out. Do you see the girls walking around with no big jackets on? It's giving 60 degrees, which is how it is in Arizona right now. Like, it's not even that cold. I was kind of hoping that it would be cold because I wanted to experience the cold. I wanted to feel like I was in a whole other place. And I wanted to be, like, bundled up, walking around, maybe, like, get a coffee or something. And the girlies are walking around here in bikinis. I'm staying right across from the Hilton. I've been in this area. I'm in DuPont Circle. And I've been in this area so many times. I feel like I was walking last night and I was like, oh, I've been here. And so I know I'm near kind of a mall situation. I can go to Washington Mall. I think it's called Washington Square Mall or something like that. But I've been to quite a few events with my scholarship association, Ron Brown Scholars Association. If you're Black, go look them up, girl. Get you some money, Miss Girl. Get you some community. How about that? And I've literally stayed at the hotel right across the street like years ago. I'm staying at the Generator now, which is a hotel, but it's also a hostel. I'm staying in the hotel room, but it has all of the facilities of a hostel, which is really cool. So it has like the kitchen and the communal spaces and the intentional kind of thought behind bringing people together. So there's like a terrace down there. I don't know if you can see, but there's a terrace down there. There's actually a little bit of snow on the ground, just a tiny bit. So I'm sure it snowed here before I got here because there's like little piles of snow everywhere and they're down there. So I'm not even going down there because it's just going to be wet. You know what I mean? The chairs and stuff. Okay, let me go ahead and get my day started. I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, I'm here. I'm getting my COVID test done at this CVS that has zero signage. I didn't know where the heck I was. Uberman dropped me off. His girl, I was like, huh? And it's kind of cold out here, which is, I'm actually thankful because now I feel like my jacket is actually being put to use. Okay, thank you. Girl, this is so odd. Hi. Good, how are you?
All right, thank you so much for coming in today.
Okie dokie. All finished. That was easy enough. It was a self swab, so I just went in and took the little thing and put it up my nose and rotated it 10 times and then did it in the other nostril. But it was weird. That was weird. It was like a retail space that had died out, and then CVS just set up some fold out tables, girl, and they were like, I guess it's a COVID testing site now. My skin looking kind of good today. Okay. There's like a sandwich shop across the street. I think I'm gonna go get lunch there because I need to eat. And it seems pretty easy. And then I think I'm gonna come and chill at this Starbucks and get some work done real quick. I know Starbucks has food, but might as well get a sandwich. Might as well get like a hearty sandwich. So let's go, child. Oh, look, the Capitol building. Girl, are they closed? Oh no. Okay. Wait, no, there's definitely people in there. Hello, Miss Girl is trying to get a sandwich. Hook me up. Do I come through here? This is a whole different company. Okay. There's a guy at the desk looking at me like, okay. All right then. They said that we deliver, but I need them to deliver. The doors open. That's what they need to do. Girl, get me out of here. I'm stressed out. See, like years ago, I would cry and I would leave, but today I'm gonna go right on in here and I'm gonna order a sandwich. I don't care. Period. So I just realized that this place is called Potbelly's, which I've heard of this place before, and it's really just, girl, it's just a period piece Subway. That's really what it is. But Potbelly's is actually referring to the furnace. You see it? It looks like a belly of the pot. You know what I mean? It's that furnace, and you put stuff in there, sandwiches and stuff, and then it cooks it. Child, what else you thought was gonna happen? But they have one over here. Girl, all hail the queen. They got this picture everywhere of this one little Potbelly situation. Look, right there. It's everywhere. I'm finished with my food here. I'm gonna go over to Starbucks and like, get some work done. And I'll catch up with y'all when I'm like figuring out what I want to do today. I don't know. Why my eyebrows look good too? I'm having a good day, sis. So, aquí estoy en la plaza. I'm here in the National Mall, Miss Girl. I'm about to go take the metro down there. But before I do, I wanted to show you all the National Mall. Okay, so this is it. There's just all of the Smithsonian's. I think it's called the National Mall, but there's all the Smithsonian's, the Natural History Museum, the Aerospace Museum. I can't remember the exact name of it. But over here, back there, is the African American History Museum. I don't know the exact name of that either, but that's most recent. But there's an art museum here that I went to once, and it was free and it was beautiful on the inside. But it's just all the buildings. There's like some event or something happening. There's like a concert setting up. So I think I don't know what's about to happen, but it looks like, yeah, it looks like they're setting up and there's like some very official situation happening with all these cameras and whatnot. But I want to talk about the African American History Museum real quick because it's this big, beautiful, brown, statuesque building, right? In the middle of all these kind of like white buildings, right? Except for that one, that was a church, but all these other white buildings and white monuments. It was very intentional to have this beautiful bronze architecture jutting up out of the ground as if to say, we are here, girl. Look at us. This is us. Look at our blackness, our black and brownness. And it's looks kind of like a crown, but it takes so long, girl. You need like 3 days to go look at everything, but I'll probably come back out here and see what the tea is. They're setting up something.
I love your taste in books, the way your posture looks. You're bringing the skies to the ground wherever you are around.
So I randomly was next to this Macy's and I'm taking an elevator up somewhere, girl. And so I was like standing in the metro and I was like, okay. Oh my god, I have to go to the bathroom so bad, but girl, this is the mirror for now. I was looking up like birthday presents for my friend, and I was like, oh, she might want this thing from Sephora. So I looked up Sephora's near me as I was waiting for the train, and then they said, girl, turn around because there's one right behind you. So I just walked out, and here I am. So hopefully this works. I don't really know where this is gonna take me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Girl, I guess I'm in Macy's all of a sudden. Okay. Excuse me?
Yeah.
Is there a bathroom nearby?
Keep straight
Okay.
ahead. You'll see some your right.
Okay,
By,
perfect.
the luggage on that side.
Perfect, thank you. Also, love your locks. The way I was yelling and screaming when I got off that elevator and everybody looked at me. This is perfect. Yay! And it's warm in here. This is fun. I'm finna look up some stuff.
Crazy. I love it when
We love to see it. We love to see it. Yes, I love it. We are obsessed. It's so cute in here, guys. There's like a bunch of lounges and whatnot. I like the vibe. I like the recessed lighting. This is sick. I'm enjoying this, Miss Girl. Yeah, it's cute. There's like a bunch of different areas. Good morning, folks. It's 8:30, 9:30. I have to be out of here at 10 o'clock. It's not 9:30, it's 9:40. So I got 20 minutes. Yeah, I got 20. Yo, get out. I ironed my clothes, they're right there. And everything's pretty much good to go and packed up. Like, I'm making good time. I do want to take a shower still, so I should probably stop filming and go take a shower. But I also wanted to show y'all like how I take my kind of like supplements and stuff with me on a trip. So this is ghetto. It's very much giving protein powder in a Ziploc bag, and I just measured out with a scoop like enough protein for like 4 or 5 workouts. I also have my fiber, and there's a little scoop in there. This is that Bellway fiber, and I'm going to take that actually right now. Grocery stores are your best friend when you're trying to save money on a trip. Just go to the grocery store, get you some orange juice or something. Thank God that this room came with a little refrigerator down there, right? Because girl, I wasn't paying attention. And then I got this Oatly as well for my protein shakes, and then I never used it. Like, oh my God, yesterday I was about to spend $10 for a sandwich at $13 for a sandwich at a restaurant because I was like, this is the only thing that's available. But then I looked up grocery stores near me. There's a grocery store down the street, so I went there, and it was a gourmet grocery store. It was like very prim and proper. And so I got this like chicken salad sandwich, and there was 2 in there. And when I bought it, I was like, oh, I'm going to eat all of that tonight. And then I ate one, and I was truly full. And so now I have this chicken salad sandwich, and on a pretzel bun. And I'm like, should I just eat this for breakfast? Anyway, I just wanted to show y'all that. And sis, I am good to go. Bye. Okay, I am out of here. My bags are packed. Girl, and we out of here. Bye, hotel room. Oh my gosh. Bye. Out into the cold weather. Okay, it's another day. It's another day, y'all. And I'm here at the Smithsonian institution, girl. Smithsonian American Art Museum. I have not been to this one yet, but I saw some things online. Girl, online, they tried to have me believe. They tried to kill me. They tried to have me believe that this costs so much money, but right here on the sign it says free. So it's free, child. Anyway, the art is already starting. It's a horse eating a cactus and a man on a... Okay, he's shooting into the air. That's very American, so it's very on theme. Okay, y'all, so I've been in here for like 2.5 hours just looking at all kinds of art. Girl, skipping past all the white people. We just gonna say that right now. Skipping past all the white portraits. I've had enough of learning about these people. I'm trying to find, where is the black people at? You know what I mean? So I've just been learning about lots of immigrants, indigenous people, Chinese American experiences. But I'm gonna look at the America's Presidents gallery back there. But I forgot that this is where the National Portrait Gallery is, which is where the famous portrait of Michelle and Barack Obama are. I think Barack Obama's gonna be here as well, but it's on the 3rd floor, so I'm gonna go up there. But first, I'm gonna check out the President's Gallery. So I'm out of breath because I'm tired, girl. I've been here for 2.5 hours, and I'm still going. God bless. God bless. So the Michelle Obama and the Barack Obama painting are not here. Apparently they're on tour and they're not going to be back until June. And I think Michelle Obama's painting, which is pictured here, is going to be at the American History Museum in the First Ladies exhibit. And then Barack Obama will be back here. But this place is so pretty. It's very cute. I definitely like the beat. But I really did come all the way up here to look at that painting. I can't wait to see it. I'm definitely coming back because I want to see the Michelle Obama painting in real life. I'm obsessed with that art. Is this John Lewis? It's not John Lewis. Nope, some random man. But don't this look like John Lewis? Not really. It's giving birthday vibes. You wanna say hi? Hi! It's Uzo! Woo!
Oh, hello.
Oh, it's Uzo. It's her birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, get it! Hey, we got David over there. Wanna say hi, David?
Hello, y'all.
Oh my gosh. This music is really finna get us copywritten, but
Should we take a shot before we leave?
Wait, but
yes, we should do that. I don't be drinking like that. Y'all know I don't be drinking like that, but we got all kinds of stuff. Casamigos, this moonshine. Girl, I'm scared.
Not labeled.
Not labeled too.
I
Hey, it's ocean. Look at this twist towel. It looks so good. It's so
got the cold
moonshine.
shoulders out.
And the shoulders out.
The streets feel low.
Let's see your girl.
Goes down, blown down, and life shines back.
Where's that flashlight? I don't know what we're gonna see.
We got 5 minutes.
Who got the flashlight?
There's a whole other room. There's a whole other room.
And there's a whole other room in there.
There's a whole other room.
LaGuardia.
Oh, you've got to be fucking.
Where's the fucking flashlight? Somebody grab that shit.
No, somebody go first.
I don't do this. This is Underground Railroad.
How are you grabbing that?
Hold on. I'm not gonna be the last one in here.
No, I don't want to be the last one either.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm sitting here walking right. Ah, shoot.
We got this, we got this.
It's okay. We only have
So this just has like a key. Is there...
Stop. It is.
We have 8 minutes.
Here is the something of the dead.
The empire, the stone, tombstone of the dead.
The icy stone of the
4. We need 4 numbers. What is that? Can we get the hieroglyphic?
Wait,
That's
you
not
might-
hieroglyphic.
That's not hieroglyphics. Wait. Look around. Look around.
There's a key here.
This means something. These 4 things mean something. There's a plus.
Here. There's an X. Which is that thing?
A cross.
So cross, X.
Oh, these are the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how do you know? Oh, it's adding. That's a total. Wait, what? Oh, no, that's not right.
Wait, what? Wait, these things, it's cross?
So the cross is either 8
Oh, I see.
or...
Good morning, everybody. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Live on the Win. Today, we are going to New York from DC. And I'm flying first class. Material girl. It's giving very much, like, it's so different. Like, from when I was flying regularly, like, it's just the way that the people are treating me. Like, the girlies are speaking to me as if I have, like, I'm important or whatever. And it's like, no, girl, I just upgraded for $55. But it's so funny how the treatment is just different. The way that, like, your bags are handled, from the way that they're, like, greeting you. I always have, like, a good experience with, like, American Airlines, but I don't know, something a little different today. But I'm headed to my gate now. They even asked me if I wanted to, like, switch to a later flight, because my flight is, like, in an hour. But the way they posed the question to me was like, they were like, so do you want, my mask is riding up. They were like, so do you want, like do you want the 1 o'clock? You want the 2 o'clock? Which one you want, girl? I was like, huh? Y'all just want me to choose? Like, I booked for 1, so I'm going on the 1 o'clock. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later after I get through security. Okay, so a quick memory from this moment is I was sitting down waiting for my flight to go to New York, and a group of, like, Ethiopian women were sitting next to the window in my departure area, and they all had worked at the airport, and one of their besties, I guess, had just gotten off as well, and they were all just, like, sitting down chilling, just, like, waiting for everybody to get off. I guess I don't know. And one of the besties came up, and they all greeted her with such joy and warmth. And it just felt like, I thought it was so cool. It felt so, like they were just so happy to see each other and happy to be around each other. And it felt like they had such a well-oiled kind of community and communication with each other. They just kind of welcomed this girl back, and they're like, hey, girl. And even though I didn't understand what they were saying, I don't understand the language, you could feel how just, like, happy they were to be in each other's presence. And that was kind of cool to see. They were all older than me, and so I don't know, it was just like a core memory from this moment, was watching them be so happy that their friend had gotten off of work. And they were all just like, hey, girl. And then they all were just, like, chatting and just, like, waiting for whatever, I don't know. Yeah, anyway.
Awesome. Thank you.
Relatively smooth flight, and once again, I'd like to remind everybody about the federal mandated mask policy that's still in effect. So please wear your mask. Once again, I'd like to thank you, choose American Airlines. Welcome.
So I made it to LaGuardia, and it's, first of all, they changed the whole thing around. Like, I knew that it was under construction for a very long time, but they opened up part of it, and so the baggage claim is now in this new part of it, and it looks so good. It was looking ratchet for like years and years and years, and they are just, you see this wall back here? It's like it's a billion like little tiny tiles, and they made this like art thing out of it. But I don't know, it's looking good. I can't wait to see the entire airport when it's finished, because right now it's giving high tech, it's giving futuristic, and comfortable and clean, which is not how it used to be. It used to be ratchet, Miss Girl. But I am going to make the long 45-minute trek over to Manhattan because I'm in LaGuardia, and yeah, I will talk to y'all later when I'm in the hotel. What's up, people? My name is Will, and welcome back to another episode of Will and Win. Let me open this up because the echo is kind of weird, but also I know for a fact that there are people listening to me because this is giving break. Yeah, but only in the bathroom. It's giving hello. It's giving paper walls. Yeah, and so that's not my fault. So we gonna talk as loud as we want to. Period. I'm in a hotel. I'm in the Cachet Hotel. It's a boutique hotel. I think it's actually just called Cachet Boutique Hotel. And I'm here. It's January 25th, a day before my birthday. And I've been traveling for about a week and a half now. Or about a week. Yeah, let's not give it too much. We've been traveling for about a week now, since the 19th. And I've had this wash and go. And I like how it looks, honestly. Like, this is always my favorite part of my wash and go, is when it gets frizzy, because I've gotten rained on. It was snowing yesterday for like 2 seconds. It didn't stick, but it was snowing, child. And I do like my hair kind of frizzy and fluffy. You know, it's giving volume. I like this. This is my favorite state of my hair, but also it's always a week into my wash and go, which is when I usually do my wash day again. So I don't get to enjoy this too often, but I'm just going to wear it out today just to have fun. I kind of want to go to the Brooklyn Museum, and I want to walk the High Line in Hudson Yards. And I also want to go check up on my friend every now and again who lives over in Brooklyn. So I kind of want to do that all today, and I want to feel good. So I'm going to wear this. I'm not going to wash my hair right now, but I am going to shave my sides, which I don't know if I've shown you this already. I don't know if I'm going to put that video out. I did film a video of me shaving my sides and just showing you all the process. I'm going to do it right now. Do you want to see that? So this is where my camera actually cut off. So I was doing my hair, shaving it or whatever, and I was going through the steps, and then boom, I looked up and my phone was off. So I didn't have any more footage left, and I couldn't delete everything until I transferred all this stuff on my phone to my computer, and that sounded just like too much to do to stop for, and then to go do that and then come back and film the rest of it. So that's where this one's gonna end. Yeah, I finished cutting my hair, and then I went to go see my friend Osha, and then that was it. I didn't go walk the High Line. I didn't do the Brooklyn Museum because that's what always happens. I've been wanting to go walk that High Line for so long, and I'm sure it's not even that fancy or great, and it was cold out, but I still wanted to do it. And the Brooklyn Museum, I still want to go. That's pretty much it. Hopefully I'll get back to New York and do those things. But that's it for this video. Bye.